whole lot happened today in the Nintendo Direct. I was at work and came home and watched it with my girlfriend. She was a little excited for the Tomodachi Life and stuff like that, but then Pokemon Company kind of hit us with a freaking curveball. A couple of things that I definitely did not expect, and then some things that I was really hoping to see, including a couple of new megas and a new game. A new game that I'm not sure anybody saw coming. Okay, so what I'm seeing is either a unsuccessful catch or it got bored and busted out of its Pokeball because it came from one. And right here is what kind of got me thinking, oh, what kind of dark type of game is this? It looks like somebody died here. There's no face on the trainer. This is obviously this Ditto's trainer or something, right? Busted up Pokedex, it's all cracked, dirty, dusty. Did it just get abandoned, or did this trainer die in this cave? I don't know. Ditto's mindless little head just decides, I'm a child.
This land is just waiting to be shaped
It's just
by a Ditto.
Pokemon
Looks like a
Crossing.
human? And what's that in the grass?
It's Pokemon Crossing.
Oh, that's Bulbasaur. a
My first
grass-type
Islander.
Pokemon. What's this?
And then
Looks like Ditto's got an idea.
my girlfriend audibly went, what the fuck?
By learning this move, you can make grass grow.
So this is
Squirtle's water gun will keep
your
it
way
all
of
healthy.
using
As nature
tools like in
flourishes,
Animal Crossing, but instead of tools,
so do the Pokemon.
you learn Pokemon moves because you're a Ditto and you can just do that. Carrot, chopping trees with Scyther, punching down
Collect rocks
Earth.
and wood to build with.
with the Hitmonchan.
Till the fields and grow delicious crops.
Pokemon Crossing. And that's what I'm calling
Build
this.
homes for the Pokemon you meet.
And you know, I will say
There's
they haven't
so
talked about
much
Animal
to do
Crossing in
here.
way too long, so maybe this is gonna have to be the thing that scratches that itch for a lot of people.
No
It definitely
need
looks
to
cute.
rush, though. Go at your own pace,
Sandwiches,
and you'll have
Infrastructure.
a wonderful space before you know it.
another Ditto person? Wait,
Space before
I didn't
you
notice
know it.
that before. That's another Ditto person. Is that multiplayer? Multiplayer confirmed? Okay, cute. That's cute. But what really got me was whenever I saw this Pokemon Center. What is this Pokemon Center doing here if there's not more people? And not just Dittos, like we need a Nurse Joy. Did this Ditto convince a Nurse Joy that it's a person enough that Nurse Joy came by and decided to set up shop? I'm not sure. Because there could be some darker implications as to what happened to this little girl in her real body, not the Ditto one, but who's to say? I guess you'll have to play the game to find out if there's even a story. And that's just where my head went. It's probably totally wrong and it's just a cute little cozy farming game, but I'm thinking of weird implications here. What's going on? Why is this Ditto convincing a real human Nurse Joy to come by here and set up shop? And if not, who's in there? Where's that, your house? I'd have no clue. What is it called?
Pokemon Pokopia.
Pokopia. Pokopia. That is something I did not see coming. And next came what I was waiting for during this direct. I wonder what it could be. All right. This is what we came for. Okay, so you're just catching birds off the lamppost. That's kind of cute, actually. Volt Switch just teleports you back away, it looks like. That's pretty cool. Nice advantage. Okay, we're definitely getting these starters. I mean, I just gotta see them here. We gotta see. Nope, that's Absol. Said, oh yeah? My turn. Oh, big cape, floating on a broomstick, and he's upside down. Why is he upside down? Oh man. And then we got our Dragonite. Oh, the Kalos starters got their megas. Sick. Oh man, I'm playing X right now. Oh. My friend Malamar, he's a big M. My Goop Sack, and then my Luchador. Oh. I don't know how to fit them all on a team with so many new additions. Oh. And then we got the classics. That was some crazy facial hair. Wait a second. Huh. Okay. Old Man AZ. And I guess we don't get to see Zygarde yet. Look at these guys. They're also shiny.
October 16th.
Another Pokemon announcement. Hoopa. I'm going through the hoop. Mega Stones. There's 2. New Raichu. New Raichu. Oh, this boy's got boxing gloves on. Is this going to be Fighting type Pikachu X? Or Raichu X, sorry? Is that one Psychic or just Special? Or are they just physical and... And then this is where everything kind of went downhill to me, is I noticed this. This means they're actually announcing paid DLC before the game actually comes out, which I have very mixed feelings about. That means, what is it going to be, $30? Does that mean this entire game you can fork out $100 before ever playing? That's kind of absurd. I can't imagine that a lot of people are going to want to do that, but it may be your one and only last chance to get a hold of a brand new partner summoning game because of some things going on right now. Anyways, let's get back to just kind of enjoying ourselves. It says that there's additional story content already coming soon, and you can get Hollow X and Hollow Y apparel items. I guess that's just clothes on launch day if you do pre-order. So, you know, there's already DLC for the game that has not come out yet, which maybe it'll be worth it. Maybe it'll be the Pokemon game we've all been waiting for, but $100 is pretty steep, and I can't really go too much further into this without going on a huge tangent. Let's just have a good time. Okay, so them releasing this entire game DLC announcement with nothing but a Hoopa and 2 Raichus before the actual base game has launched is very off-putting, I guess you could say. I would like to definitely play the base game before even considering paying extra just to get a Raichu. But on that note, new Megas unlocked, a whole freaking bunch of them. Let's go into that real quick. We got Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. I guess with the 2 tails and 2 ears, he makes an X. And then this one with the 1 tail and the 2 ear tails makes a Y. Cool. They're their own letters. It seems like Hoopa's gonna have a big part to play here. Hoopa's a mythical Pokemon who can warp space and using loops on its horn and around its body. The loops are stretchable and it can form holes inside them leading to far off places. See, look, he's a big X. So we're looking for Hoopa Hoops in the DLC to find Mega Pokemon, or maybe that's how you'll be able to go and do your legendary hunt in this game, how they've been doing it for generations now, going back and finding old mythicals and whatnot through events or DLCs at this point. It makes it more accessible, but more expensive. That's all I can really say right now. Mega Raichu X. Okay. So it says it floats using magnetism and concentrates electricity into its fist. What I'm imagining is, does it get levitate? If so, that's insane. Does it get fighting type? If so, that's also insane. This is basically Pawmo now, but tall. With a tail. And it says it can store up electric energy because of its ample subcutaneous fat. That means under the skin. But it says using magnetism to propel itself swiftly through the air, it can take down opponents several times its size with a single blow of electrically charged fists. It bears a distinctive resemblance to regular Raichu, but he has no fingies. But then there's Mega Raichu Y. It says it strikes swiftly and bathes foe in electric power. What I'm imagining is a speed boost and special boost, and lowering the physical stats quite a bit more. It excels in short, decisive battles. So that, is another hint at being quick and zippy. What I want to know is, what are they calling these? It says the energy generated from these cheek pouches is amplified as it courses in a zigzag pattern between its tail and the spiky horn-like fur on its head. Is this fur? That's just hair? Can he hear at all? He got so much ear hair. Electric energy gives it a wild and combative temperament, causing it to eschew tactical maneuvers in favor of straightforward approaching. I'm imagining that it gets a lot of defense drops, a whole lot of speed, and then just special as heck. This guy here, maybe he retains a little bit of bulk, keeps a similar speed stat, but loses pretty much all ability to special attack and just goes crazy with them fists, boy. Wild Charge will be nice, or Bolt Tackle or something, And let's talk about the other megas we've got here. We have our starters, Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile that we're going to start with. We have Zygarde's different forms, but what we're here to see is Mega Dragonite in all its glory. Big old ball on its tail and little baby wings on its back and big old angel wings on its head. Victory Bell, my upside down goop sack. I'm excited to throw this boy out on the field and just see how much goop comes out whenever it gets hit. I hope that's an animation just because it would be so... I just want to see that. Halucha, with his cape and hood, he's basically just Nacho Libre fighting for the orphans, and I'm here for that. Love him. We've seen my friend Malamar. He stabs his brain and then waves around his mental energy to hypnotize people and rewrite their brains. Now, what I want to know is about these three that were revealed just a bit ago. We got Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox with some flying brooms around it. Cool. And then we have our silent ninja who just hangs out upside down. Okay, let's start with Chestnut. It says that he's a spiny armor Pokemon, he's grass and fighting as usual, and he's still 5'3". I don't think that's much taller. I remember him being close to 5 foot. Maybe I'm wrong, don't know. But that looks pretty cool. Does he get spiky shield now? Because the way that Protect works, at least from what I've seen in the demos, this would be pretty cool to protect and cause a little bit of damage. That would actually be a good move. We'll see. It says when it moves to attack, its armor becomes a powerful weapon with which to smash opponents. Okay, so no speed is what I'm hearing. Just a lot of physical. It says energy from the Mega Evolution is channeled into its outer shell and throughout its body, resulting in a dramatic increase in its defensive capabilities. The fur on its body is also grown and can act as an impact-absorbing cloak, confident that it can withstand any sort of attack. It possesses a steadfast spirit and always remains level-headed. Sounds slow, but this is like an Aegislash type deal. What? He pulls his armor off and uses it as a weapon. That's Aegislash. When it removes its piece of its incredibly tough shoulder armor, spikes extend from the shield to form an axe-like weapon with a long handle. The shield-turned axe is so heavy that even Mega Chestnut's brute strength isn't enough to easily wield this weapon one-handed, but gripping it with both hands makes it possible to use this weapon with exact precision to beat down foes. So he's getting a little bit of an Aegislash treatment, and I kind of like that because I freaking love Aegislash. I would love a lot more spiky shield and King's Armor type of moves because they're just fun little gimmicks to use without being too annoying. But in this game, they're going to work completely different, so I'm excited for that. Then we move on to Mega Delphox. It is 86 pounds, 4'11". It's got a whole bunch of flying broomsticks floating around it. It's much darker, long ponytail type. It says it mesmerizes its opponents using psychic powers. It controls 2 branches that float by its side. It says it also floats atop a large lit branch, dazzling its foes even further. In contrast to its disoriented opponents, Mega Delphox stays calm and collected and deals damage by landing precise attacks. So, accuracy boost or something? I don't know. I don't know how accuracy works in this game. So, it says, after confusing opponents, it incinerates them with scorching flames. I'm guessing it gets some way to confuse pretty easily without just using confusion? I don't know. Pretty cool though. Psychic Fire is pretty fun. It can get you through basically the whole game of X and Y, so why couldn't it here? It attacks foes by skillfully coordinating its moves in tandem with the 2 lit branches floating nearby. Ooh, okay. There's more. These seemingly autonomous flames don't just confuse the opponent, they can also be combined with the flames Mega Delphox spits from its mouth, forming a huge fireball that engulfs and burns its targets. So you can confuse and burn? I'm excited to see how that works. And lastly, we have the Silent Killer, Greninja, who's 4'11", 88 pounds, and upside down now. Says it uses its incredible reflexes to launch attacks at opponents while they're distracted by the sight of it clinging to a gigantic water shuriken. I just don't know how he's floating if it's just water, but okay. So this ninja Pokemon forgets stealth to make full use of its sharpened reflexes. I wonder what that's going to mean. That's wise. Maybe it gets a big buff in speed and doesn't need stealth. Unleashing the energy of Mega Evolution has dramatically improved Mega Greninja's reflexes. Okay, yeah, sounds like speed. It intentionally reveals itself to push opponents into attacking it. Then it detects their incoming attacks and moves so swiftly that it's able to strike first. Sounds very fast. Normally Greninja would appear in a flash and disappear like a ninja. Now that it has Mega Evolved, it no longer bothers to hide itself, demonstrating to opponents its confidence that it will win. So I'm getting a speed speech from this. This sounds like he's fast and speedy. Clinging upside down to a gigantic and rapidly spinning water shuriken that was created from a gel-like membrane secreted from its body. That just got gross. Opponents caught off guard by its surprising appearance are then wrapped up in its long tongue and prevented from attacking. It charges towards immobilized opponents to attack from its gigantic and rapidly spinning shuriken. So you're getting some kind of like lockdown move, like bind or something. I wonder how those are going to work if you just can't move and you have to rely on your opponent getting close to you or something like that. That's interesting. And then lastly, we have one more thing to talk about, one more thing going on in Scarlet and Violet. We're nearing the end of its lifetime. We're nearing the end of events in the game, most likely. But even though we're in Gen 10 now, doesn't mean that Gen 9 is doing bad, because we still have events happening like this. We're getting a shiny Koraidon or shiny Miraidon at GameStop. When? September 26th. 2025 through October 15th. So be sure that if you're gonna go pick up your copy of Legend ZA, be sure to stop by and grab you a code so that you can at the very least grab yourself shiny legendary Pokemon that has been shiny locked since the get-go, since it came out. It's time that we finally get them. We finally get the box legendary as a shiny. No more hacked ones out there. We're getting some real authentic ones, which is pretty great. What do they look like? Well, they look just like not fully colored in versions of themselves, to be honest. But I'm still excited because another thing that I need to mention is we have done it. We finished the Chi-Yu raid. Not quite 2 million, which I'm surprised we didn't break 3 this time. Everybody loves Chi-Yu. How did we not go crazy for Chi-Yu? I think everybody just got a little bit more caught up in Legend CA news or something. We finished on September 8th. We got almost 2 million of these boys done, down, and dusted. Blue beta fish on the way. So you're going to have 2 new shiny Pokemon to claim. I hope you live in a country actually where you can get these though, because it looks like you're only going to be getting them in Canada, Australia, or New Zealand after the obvious Japan release. And it looks like you're just going to get it with the passcode that's written on the card. I believe the rule is 1 per account. I don't think that a second code would work. If it did, then what would stop people from just snagging a bunch of them, you know? I think it's just kind of per account. And that would be a great addition to Pokemon Home, which Legend ZA is going to be connected with later next year, which obvious. Another thing about that is that you will be able to bring in version exclusive, just like Ursaluna. So that'll be fun to see how those guys work in real-time battles. But again, because this is Gen 10, because Legend ZA is Generation 10, you cannot go backwards with Pokemon Home. You can't grab something from here and put it into Scarlet and Violet or anything else. You can eventually, once this thing comes out, once we get it, put them into Pokemon Champions. But that's just another day. That's something for another time. I am excited for it, but we're not even gonna get ourselves hyped for it or anything like that yet. It just says 2026. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to see. But it is showing off, see, that we've got a Mega Dragonite already here. We're going to have Hisuian Samurott. We're definitely going to be able to play this with pretty much every single Pokemon. What I'm wondering is, are we going to be changing what type of gimmick we're playing with? Are we going to swap between Mega Evolution, Gigantamax, Terrestrialization? What are we going to be doing? I don't know. I think there's going to be multiple different formats if it comes down to that, which that'll be interesting to see how it works out. I'm just unsure as of right now. But anyways, there was a lot of Pokemon news today, and regardless of how you feel about the price of $100 to play a full experience game, sadly, that's just how Nintendo is operating these days. If you play TCG Pocket and you're paying $10 a month, maybe don't pay for the next couple of months so that you can play the DLC of Legends ZA or something. I'm not sure. I know that there's a lot of people out there still paying for TCG Pocket. I have canceled my subscription because I have a lot of financial stuff coming up. I realized I didn't need to be paying $10 a month to be opening virtual cards anymore, but it was fun while it lasted. I hope that you have a great day. I hope you enjoy all the new megas and everything that they're bringing to us. There's only one thing left to say, and that's I will see you next time.